Hi guys, I just realized I haven't done an update on my cacti collection for probably half a year, and they're an important part of my succulent collection. Actually, first succulents I got as a child and teenager were cacti, and first succulents that I started collecting 4 years ago were cacti as well. So this winter was especially challenging because I had a little bit more problems with pests on cacti than in the last few years. There were some aphids, mealybugs, and cochineal scale. I hope I'm saying that well. So I had to disturb their dormancy and spray some of them or soak some of them. And I don't think that they like that too much, but it was either that or leaving them being attacked by the pests all the way till spring, which is quite a long time here in Michigan because they're 7 months inside. So I think that they're for the most part doing well. There is one cactus that I have that rot most of it, and I took the healthy parts and propagating them. So I'm gonna go downstairs in the basement and show you how they're all doing. But before that, I just want to quickly show you the big Opuntia that I have here upstairs. Alright guys, so this is my first shelf here on the window in the basement. This guy here is Pilosocereus Azureus. It's a blue cactus with yellow spines, and probably it was like this height when I got it, so really tall. And one of the animals was messing around the shelves and it fell down. Fortunately, nothing really got damaged. I think that there is a little scratch here. Then I have here golden barrel cactus. This is a really pretty variegated Opuntia. It gets like pinkish, whitish, green color, all three colors when on the sunlight. Then I have this Rebutia fulviseta. I bought this on a cactus show in Chicago and grew quite a bit since end of summer. This guy here, I moved from a small terracotta pot and it was completely root bound, didn't grow very much because it was very restricted. These guys here are Cereus, forbesii, monstrose, Ming cactuses. They're a little bit different, and both of them had a cochineal scale, if I'm saying that properly. Anyway, I had to really remove as much as I could and then splash it with the water, and they seem to be okay, but I still see some spots like this one here where I'm gonna have to deal with things. And I love these. Look at just how pretty this is, like something under the sea. This one is a little bit more blue and this one is greenish. Then I have this Opuntia baby Rita. I gave a lot of pups in the last year, so I reproduced and gave away as a gift. Some of them I traded, but I'm sure it's gonna give some more pups this year. This one here looks like a peanut cactus and looks like it has a rotten piece down here. Okay, that really hurts. I don't know, dried up or rotten, so I'm gonna have to remove that. The rest of them seem okay. This is Mammilaria Prolifera, looking really pretty. Has some pups at the end of the, I think, fall that started growing, but then they stopped because winter started, so hopefully they will continue where they left off. And then this one here, you see how the soil is separating from the pot because it's so dry. This is Gymnocaliycium Baldianum. Chin cactus has gorgeous red flower that I had 2 years. So hopefully, it didn't bloom last year, so I don't know if it's gonna bloom this year. I would love it if it does. I think it has some pests, so not sure. It did have aphids, so I'm gonna have to check out again. Tiny little white things. Off to a second shelf. I really need to replace this one because a lot of these wooden tags fell apart. So this is a rose quartz, Chamaelobivia, like a peanut cactus. Again, need to check for the pests. I don't like this white here on top of this one, looks like aphids. but it seems to be otherwise healthy. Then this one here is Opuntia cylindrica cristata, really pretty. This is why bunny ears, Opuntia angel wing. This one has produced a lot of branches and pups, and I have actually rooted some and gave away, as you can see here, removed, and it just refuses to rest, so it keeps growing during the winter time. So there is some like this that didn't grow all the way around because of the lack of light, and I'm gonna just go ahead and remove them, and they're gonna grow new ones. Here where I removed, there is a lot of them that are getting ready to grow. Then I have here Echinobivia rainbow burst. This one has also been attacked by the pests. Where you see brown, that's where I sprayed or removed them. But it's one of the oldest cactuses that I have. This one here has grown quite a bit, and it's very pokey. I've been considering moving it to conservatory because it's so big. So I might probably do that. This one here is some type of Opuntia, again very pokey. This one here is old woman cactus, Espostoa melanostel. Anyway, this one is a little bit softer on touch, has a little pop. These guys are blue. This one I got from Ted's Greenhouses. I forgot the name. If you know the name, you can let me know. And I don't know the name of this one either. It's some type of Opuntia. It's blue color, kind of like this, but it has like an orangish spines. And then this one here, I'm starting to really hate. It's like so pokey. Cylindropuntia chola cactus. You won't really want to mess with this one. So, but fortunately it's not too big, but yeah, it's not my favorite. Third shelf I split in two parts because there is some really big cactuses. This one here, I lost the tag, but I think it's called Opuntia Brasiliensis, and it's pretty pokey, and leaves are not very fat, and it was actually super dehydrated now during the winter, so I think it really needs to be watered soon. Then here I have a bristle brush cactus, Mammilaria Pilosocereus, really cute looking. And this one here is called Bishop's Cap, Astrophytum Myriostigma. Then I have a Tephra Cactus, Articulatus, Papyracanthus, Paper Spine Cactus. Then this one I got a while ago, and it has grown quite a bit, and it's a type of Opuntia, bunny ears, microdasys with yellow spines. This one here, I think it's gonna look nice in some kind of hanging basket, and it got some, I think either cochineal scale or mealybugs. I will have to check again. I think it's called, was it rat's tail? Something like that. And this is golden rat tail, Cactus winteri. Then here is my castle cactus. That again, I'm gonna have to check for, there's some pests here. Oh man. And this one here is my Opuntia, another Opuntia that has more like a cinnamon color spines. You see this one is more yellow, and they're a little bit smaller petals, looking pretty good. This one here I don't know the name of, has some bigger spines, but overall is pretty soft. It's not as pokey as some other ones. And then here on the third shelf I have some really big ones. This is getting really tall. This guy, this is Cactus Riteri, white one, and I love it. And then this one is getting pretty tall. This is a Opuntia prickly pear snow. It's actually not very prickly. It's really probably the softest and the most gentle one. and it grows so much, really aggressive grower. And then I have again here some Cylindropuntia Imbricata. Then I have this beautiful, looking like a Mickey Mouse, Opuntia. And then this one I don't know name of. It was in one of the small terracotta pots. Finally got a bigger house. And this guy hasn't grown a bit for over a year. Tephro Cactus stabiliformis, and didn't get any pups. So it was root bound in the terracotta pot. So I finally put it in a bigger pot, and hopefully this year we'll get some pups. I would really love to have some. Now I'm back upstairs, and these are all the cacti that I have here in the plant room during the winter because they couldn't fit in the basement. I just realized how many of them there is. So I'll start from here, from the back. This big one here is a Rhipsalis Baccifera or mistletoe cactus. I think this one gets really dried up during the winter and requires a little bit water. So I was giving it a little bit, and it seems like it has grown quite a bit since the last year. Next one to it is also a type of Rhipsalis, Rhipsalis Horrida or mousetail cactus. Really fun cactus. Had a little bit of mealybugs that I cleaned up. Okay, this is a little bit, again, I think this is a mealybug here. And also a broken part. But this is the cactus that fell down, if you remember, when it was a bad weather end of the summer. So here I have a Mammilaria cactus. I just recently found this one at Walmart for $4, and I wanted to have this one for a while. Unfortunately, it had the glue with the flower, and I was able to remove the flower, but I didn't want to remove all the way this glue, because in my experience when I do that, then it just kind of removes all of the spines, so that's kind of annoying. This one, I forgot the name. When I was transplanting a lot of these guys, I don't know what I did with the tags, and some of the tags fell apart because they were wood, so not a good idea to have wood tags if they're gonna be outside. Plastic is better. A lot of these guys here, I moved from those little pots that I have, terracotta pots that I had on the windows, because they were like really overgrown, those pots, and they were root bound, so I think they're gonna do much better in the new homes they got. These are the babies that I successfully rooted from big Christmas tree Cylindropuntia that I left in conservatory, and it's quite big. So these are the babies that I rooted, and I'm growing them. Then we have a Mammilaria elongata Copper King, has a lot of pups growing. Then this one here. Then this is a Ferrocactus blue barrel, and if you remember from my past videos, I had two, a big one and a baby one, and they both grew so much that the big one I gave to the conservatory, and the baby one has a separate pot. Then I had this little guy. He was in a terracotta pot, and really needed some bigger home. These are the two cuttings that I brought like 2 years ago from Serbia. They grew a little bit, they rooted, grew, but no babies. I think that they bloomed 1 year. Then I have this one here. Then this is also, I brought a few cuttings from Serbia, and they rooted successfully, grew quite a bit of pups, were attacked by pests, but I think that they survived. Then I have a little guy here. These guys were all in the little terracotta pots, as this one as well. This is Mammilaria Prolifera. And then I have a Echinobivia rigidissimus rainbow cactus. Look at that beautiful, beautiful color. This is Astrophytum Ornatum, I think. Then this one here reminds a lot to Christmas tree Cylindropuntia, but I think it's Cylindropuntia subulata monstrose. I got cuttings of this one from owner of Lush Lighting in Niles when I was doing some presentation for them for free, and they just as a thank you wanted me to pick some cuttings, and I picked this one that grows really fast and grows a lot of babies, and I picked a lifesaver plant. And then this is the cactus that I talked about having a rot and lost most of its plant. These are like little pups that I separated that were healthy, and I'm hoping they're gonna root. This guy here is preparing to bloom. Beautiful purple color, Gymnocaliycium purple moon cactus. This is the one that I brought from Serbia, Astrophytum Asterias. And I just moved it to a little bit bigger pot, and it was like all shrinked up. I think it needed some water in the last few months, so I gave it a little bit. Then here I have this Rebutia that I got last year from Home Depot, and it was very round and short, and then it just etiolated. I feel like, I kept it under LED lights. It was a little bit on the side, but it seems like this one needs an amazing amount of light, because outside when it was sunny and inside under lights, and it still etiolates, so annoying. Has beautiful orange blooms, so I suppose I'll just have to have it look like this. These are the pups of my Cereus testudo dogtail cactus. I had a really big pot, and I separated in 3 smaller pots that I hanged in conservatory, and they froze. So good thing that I left some pups for my plant, because these are all rooted, and I'm hoping when the spring comes they're gonna successfully grow new pups. And then I have some rooted pups here. And then here on the ground is my zigzag cactus, fishbone cactus, or Ric Rac. It has so many names. It has continued growing during the winter time, and all of its growth was kind of like this, not fully forming this big zigzag and just having a lot of air roots. So I chopped off all of those. It was here and on the other side. I chopped them all off because they didn't look very good. So I'm hoping when they go outside they're going to start to grow normally and look better. This is also winter growth here, but this one didn't look as bad here, so I left that one. So yeah, that's my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it, and if you have names for some of these that I didn't have name for, you are welcome to let me know in the comments. Thank you, and see you in the next video.